Hello friends and welcome to Breeding Ugly Horses in Rival Stars. I know, all horses are beautiful. Apart from the Rival Stars Akhal Tekes. I don't know what happened to this breed. I'm not going to talk about it until I can show you. As you can see right here, we've got Oasis. This is our legacy thoroughbred. And right here is the Akhal Teke. The build difference is, it's something. I know they were quite controversial when they came out because of how they looked as well. Now, if you love this breed, pop off. You love the breed. I love that for you. I, however, do not. Now, one thing to note about Rival Stars, which I think is quite interesting, is I really love the animations in the game. And I always thought that the thoroughbred is built really nicely, quite realistically, right? And that's because they actually mocapped a real horse, which means motion capture, which means they put like dots on the horse and then it kind of computer tracks it. So it's almost like you've actually put a real horse in the game. So all of the animations are based on like a warm blood thoroughbred cross, I believe. So since then, when they've created each breed, and there's been quite a few, if we have a look here, in the horse creator, we can see that there's an Arabian, there's a quarter horse, there's a Knabstrupper, there's a Mustang, there's an Appaloosa, there's the Akhal Teke, and of course the original thoroughbred and the Selle Francais. Now, something that most of these breed have in common is that they all kind of have a very similar build. There's no drafts in here, there's no ponies, there's no horse that strays too far from the thoroughbred / warm blood sort of mold, right? I'd say the biggest one that is the most different is the Arabian. It's kind of like a shrunken down version of the model, but it's still kind of very sporty. And I believe Rival Stars are trying to keep it possible to have the mocap and the animation on the horse breeds that they release. And they chose to add the Akhal Teke. And I have seen some people say it's very realistic to the real horse, but I don't think the real horse is particularly pretty either, but I don't think it's as bad as this. I think that this horse is like my least favorite in Rival Stars, and I really do like the game. I really do like this game, but this breed, So I thought, you know what, I've already done one video on breeding ugly horses. At the time, I genuinely believe we only had the thoroughbred back then. I've been around for a while, guys, and I thought as soon as I saw the Akhal Teke, I was like, I need to do another breeding. So, should we have a look at our lineup today for our ugly breeding? We've got Lentil, who is an Akhal Teke mare. I don't think this combo is too difficult on the eyes. I'm going to be careful using the word ugly because some of these coats are actually kind of cute alone, but I feel like the model just makes them so much worse. But I thought it was kind of like funky looking, right? Next up we have Ice, who is just my least favorite blend. We've got the classic bay with a double gray dilution and the high sock Toby on it. Something about it just looked like kind of scabby. I don't know how else to like describe it. It just kind of looked a little bit scabby. Next up we have Alphabet, who is this gorgeous shade of orange in their hair, and then their body is like a lovely yellow snow kind of color, and then they've got the Peacock Appaloosa, which is my least favorite pattern in the entire game. I think it looks like moldy cheese. I'm just gonna say it looks like moldy cheese, okay? Then next up we have Flake, who I think the base color is kind of cute. I just thought the Shadow Roan makes it look like, I don't know, just a bit moldy, you know, a bit fuzzy, a bit like, maybe it looks more old, but old horses are gorgeous and very cute. But I just thought that this combo with the like super skinny horse was, yeah, a bit difficult on the eyes. Next we have Stretch. I thought Stretch's base coat was actually kind of cute, and then I added the mane and I was like, oh gosh, what have I created? Because what is that? That does not even fit the mold or the model at all. This came with the Mustangs and it looks kind of okay on the Mustangs, but on the Akhal Teke, it's something else. So that's Stretch. Next we have Frizzy, is an Akhal Teke mare, another one with the Peacock Appaloosa. I just think that this coat pattern can make any coat color look pretty bad. And then we have Feast, who is actually a wild Appaloosa, which is somehow worse than the Peacock Appaloosa. And then we have kind of a cheesy sort of off-brown color, which great. So definitely let me know in the comments who out of everybody do you think is the ugliest? Because I think I've made a pretty good line. We're gonna ignore Oasis, okay? Oasis doesn't count. But the rest of them, I think I've done a pretty good job of keeping it close to the title of Ugly Horses. So I have to go in and have a look at who my stallions are. I think I've got 3. Do I have 3 or is it 2? Oh, no, I've got 3. Okay. I think, we'll start with Alphabet, because honestly, I think he's probably the worst stallion. I think Ice is up there, but Flake is honestly probably one of the prettiest ones out of the 3 of them. So I'll start with Alphabet, who I think is probably the ugliest that I've created, and I think we have 3 mares, so we can just do all of them all at once, and we can kind of see. Now, I probably made a YouTube short on this already, but maybe we can breed out the ugly. I don't know if you guys have seen the Sims 4 challenge where you try and, like, take an ugly sim and you, like, breed it into, like, a pretty sim. Maybe we could do that, although I'm looking at these 2, and I'm thinking that might not be possible. Well, I've not given this baby a very good chance at being pretty. So there we go. Feast is lined up. Then we've got to go ahead and do Lentil. Lentil's kind of cute. I was kind of on the fence. I don't think I did a good job of making that horse ugly per se, but it's definitely funky. I think funky is maybe the word I'd use for that horse. And then finally, I think that's, oh no, we've actually got 4 mares, so we can choose. Now I have to remember which one we haven't done. I don't think we've done Frizzy. And I feel like, yeah, yeah, that's definitely gonna be a funky baby. To be fair, they might have hidden genes that actually save these foals, but they are unfortunately gonna grow up to be these, like, skinny, lanky horses. So there's only so much I can do. Okay, let's go ahead and skip Feast. This is our first baby. Let's see what we got. Okay. Ooh, the Peacock Appaloosa is just... oh, it's something else. Oh, I don't like it at all. I think ever since that coat came out, I have been a hater. I have been an unbiased hater of this coat. I do want to see, this is a little filly, so we'll skip her to Met, and I do want to see how, what she looks like grown up, and I do love the name Burrito. I think the mold Burrito is gonna go. Okay, let's go ahead and see what she looks like. Okay, honestly, the base color isn't terrible, but oh my god, gosh, look at the face. The face of this horse is like... have you ever seen that episode of SpongeBob where he's in Sandy's enclosure and he has, like, no access to water and he, like, shrivels up? That's what these horses look like to me. I just... like, I've seen some people say that the thoroughbreds look too skinny and too lanky, and then these guys came out and they were like... yeah, hold my bridle. Okay, Lentil, hopefully we can get a slightly better foal for this one. Let's see. I'm hoping for something kind of cute. Guys, this is looking promising. I think I don't hate that pattern. I don't hate the pattern. I think it's kind of cute, if anything, and that color, I think, might be the saving grace. Now, we've made another filly, which makes 2 fillies, so let's get her 2 mare. I'll call her Blitz. I'm getting very lucky on my names. So here we go. We've got Blitz. Does she darken? Is she a grey? Ooh, okay. I don't hate her. I really don't. It's a funky pattern. It's a funky look. The build, I will just stop commenting on the build because we will be here all day. So I think, honestly, out of the 2 of them, Burrito and Blitz, I think Blitz definitely came out a little bit better. So the last one we've got in this batch is Frizzy. Let's go ahead and skip and see what we get from this. Oh, no. Oh, as soon as I saw the little ginger head, I knew we were going to be in trouble. Oh, goodness. So that's the Peacock Appaloosa. On a chestnut. I love chestnuts. I'm just going to say that right now. I love bays. I love chestnuts. My ultimate favorite is Palomino, of course. Let me know in the comments what your favorite horse color is. But the chestnut with the Peacock Appaloosa is a no from me. This is a colt. So let's see what they look like. You know what? I'm going to give you the name King, because why not? I feel like I owe you. I do feel like I owe you. And to be fair, the darker chestnut does look quite nice. Oh my gosh, the neck. The neck is so long. Why is it so long? The horse is so long. There's so much. Oh, it's so gangly. The color's nice. The color is nice. Oh, this is quite the lineup. Now, you do have to tell me in the comments which is your favorite out of the 3 of these. Burrito, Blitz, or King. I think I'm going to assume most people are going to pick Blitz because I think I would have picked Blitz as well. Burrito, Blitz is, and then King is like, you know what? I'm going to move on. I feel like I'm just going to end up roasting these horses, and that's just mean. And I don't want to be mean all the time. Just some of the time. So on to Ice, because they are very ugly. The dark mane with the light body and the dark muzzle with like the kind of faded. It's a look. It's a look I wouldn't have gone for personally, but it's, look how tall they are. Oh my gosh. Like, okay, Oasis is tall, but it's sort of like, I mean, just look, they look like they don't even fit in their stalls. They're so weird. Why were they added to the game? So strange. Okay, so we do have Ice set up now. Maybe I can pick one of the mares that didn't get picked before. We definitely did Frizzy. Did we do Stretch? We didn't get to do Stretch. Okay, Ice and Stretch. Maybe they'll be okay, because I feel like Stretch is actually kind of pretty now that I'm looking at them. The main is a different issue, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and breed Ice. I feel like Lentil actually was quite lucky last time, so I'll go with Lentil as well. And I do unfortunately have to pick one of the Peacock Appaloosas, so do I want Frizzy or do I want Feast? I don't think we did Feast last time, so I feel like I should pick them, to be fair. Okay, I don't know if I should start with Stretch because I feel like she's going to have the best chance. So I'm actually going to start at the other end because I feel like that's going to be the worst. So we'll start with Feast, actually. Let's see what we get. Oh, please be cute, please be cute, please. Oh, okay. Okay, so it has the dad's pattern and maybe even the dad's colour. I'm not sure yet. I don't know how to feel. This is a filly, so we will be skipping to mare. Electron is a very cool name, so I'll pick that. Oh yes, the lovely cheddar color on the horse. Yeah, oh goodness. Okay, you know what, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm going to leave it at that. I probably don't need to say anything more. It's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, let's go with Lentil. Hopefully we can get something cute out of this, please. Oh. Ooh. We might have a lottery winner here. Who is this? This is a colt. They look very dark. They got a crescent moon on their face. They're kind of cute. Like the pattern, that pattern I think is the dad's pattern, and it actually looks okay on a darker horse. This is a stallion. So let's go ahead and skip them. Sarcasm is a great name for a horse. Let's call them Sarcasm. What have we got here? Oh, okay. They might have managed to get away sort of okay there. I think that, yeah, Sarcasm actually doesn't look that bad. Okay, they got very, very lucky there. Okay, Stretch could hopefully take us home. Let's have something cute, please. I'm begging. Oh, okay. Something I do really dislike about some of the Rival Stars patterns is that they're mirrored. I know, I just think it's kind of lazy when games have mirrored coats. Star Stable used to do it. They don't do it anymore for most of their coats, which is great. But I'm a bit disappointed that this particular pattern is mirrored on both sides. So it's exactly the same on both sides, and it creates this really strange pattern at the front. Now, you could be cute, and you could say, it looks like a butterfly. And you know what? I would say you're totally right. But then I'm also, there's the cynic in my head who's like, they could have just hand created that pattern, and they didn't, and that makes me sad. Either way, this horse might have come out okay. Wow, that is a long name. I just saw a lot of letters in front of my eyes. Okay, let's go with Brontosaurus, because why the heck not? I don't think I've ever named a horse Brontosaurus, so there's a first time for everything. Oh. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 honey. Oh, I'm about to take clippers to your mane. I'm about to take clippers to your mane. The white streak is cute, but, like, the dark mane on, like, the no, I thought that horse was going to be okay, but I think I was wrong. Okay, so for batch 2, you have to pick your favorite. I feel like it should be you have to pick what you think is the most ugly, because picking your favorite, I already know. Your comment says Sarcasm. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? Because Sarcasm is the prettiest. We started off with Electron, which is Sarcasm's kind of cute. She kind of gets away with it. Brontosaurus, though, I'm so sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Hopefully we can get you booked an appointment at the hairdressers, and maybe we can get it fixed. I don't know. I don't know if they can fix that, hun. Okay, so we'll start with do we already do alphabet? We did alphabet already. Okay, so we've actually got to do Flake now, which honestly, he doesn't look that bad. So maybe we can get away with getting a couple of cute foals. Now, I could technically breed with some of the mares that we've just bred with. I do really desperately want to breed these two. Stretch, unfortunately, is cursed with a long mane, so maybe her offspring won't look very good, but we'll try it again. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get the short hair. I would love for Rival Stars to add, like, braids in the hair, because obviously I think Mobile might have, like, show jumping now. I haven't played it myself, but I would love for there to be, like, different hairstyles on the horses. One thing, this is a side tangent, one thing, I feel like this game has strayed too far from Rival Stars horse racing. I feel like we've strayed into Rival Stars equestrian game, and I don't know how to feel about it. I love steeplechase, but that again is a racing thing. I don't love cross country, and I haven't played the actual show jumping levels that seem to be out on the Rival Stars Mobile, but I played the show jumping like free roam, and I did not like that. So moving on, they're just going to take it in their direction, and I respect it. They've also taken it in the Akhal Teke direction. So I have some questions, I have some concerns, actually. Which horse are we going to pick for this? I think we should give Burrito a chance, because why the heck not? We've got more mares now, we might as well use them. Lentil, I feel like gets away with too much, because their pattern is actually kind of cute. So Blitz is kind of cute as well. Let's try Electron. I mean, these two have very similar patterns, so I guess we'll see. I feel like, you know, you could probably crossbreed the Akhal Tekes with another, maybe like the quarter horse, and they would actually come out kind of cute because they kind of become a bit stockier. I haven't actually done any crossbreeding with the Akhal Tekes, so maybe that's something I should do. Let me know in the comments what kind of breeding videos you'd like to see next, if you have any combinations in mind. We've got a lot of breeds, a lot of colours, a lot of patterns to choose from for the themes, so let me know in the comments if you have any preferences. We'll start with Stretch this time, so this is our third round of breeding. Let's go ahead and skip. Please be cute, please be cute, please be cute, please be cute. Okay, I've seen worse in this session, so I won't judge you too harshly because I've seen worse. So this is a colt. Bishop is cool. I don't think that this horse is particularly going to stand out too much. If anything, oh, they totally got away with it. That bay is gorgeous. We've got like little socks on the front. We've got a coronet band on the left leg, I think, and you know, I don't hate the pattern. I don't love it. I also don't love the fact that you can see the veins on this horse quite so clearly. I just don't love this breed. I do not love this breed. They look like giraffes stood in the stable. I need to move on, because otherwise I will keep commenting on the model, and that's going to make me sad. So let's see if this foal will be any cute. Ooh. Okay. That's, they look a bit like Batman. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's like it looks like it's masked. You know, like it's got maybe like a cape on and like a mask on the front. But it is a Palomino, which makes me a bit nervous because the Palominos can sometimes lighten. And what better name than Custard? Custard suits it very, very well. They look almost like a medieval horse. You see what I mean about like some of the horses I think had like, what are they called? Like armor on the, I don't know what the face armor is called. That's really bad. But honestly, Custard is kind of cute. They've managed to get away on that one. They have managed to get away on that one. Okay, let's see what Electron has to offer us. Maybe it's something cute? Okay. That is just straight up cheating. That is cheating. She gave us this gorgeous Cremello, who I feel like, I might be tripping, but I feel like there's a pattern in there. Like maybe an Appaloosa of some sort. No way is there a Peacock Appaloosa under there. I'm going to lose my mind if I find out there's a Peacock Appaloosa pattern under there. Let's pick a kind of a cute name. You know what? Iridescent is a great name. It's this gorgeous Cremello. Ooh, oh, she totally, oh my gosh, look guys, totally look at these. You can just about see the spots, the Peacock Appaloosa spots. You know, for somebody who's an absolute hater of that pattern, oh, it's a clustered peacock. Same thing. Someone who's an absolute hater of that pattern, Iridescent managed to pull it off because you can't really see them. So I suppose this is, I guess, a bit more of an interesting round. This is batch number 3. Which is your favorite foal that we got? We got Bishop, who I thought was off to a strong start. Then we had Custard, who I honestly think is really cute. And then we have Iridescent. I was meant to say Iridescent, but it says Iridescent. You know what? I'm going to rename that because otherwise that's going to bother me. It's Iridescent. There we go. I honestly think my favorite is Iridescent. And that feels like wrong to say because they have the clustered peacock Appaloosa pattern. And I really dislike that one. So, you know what? You know what? They pulled that one off. I feel like we're slowly getting better. I can't look at these horses. I cannot look at those. Okay, do we have maybe any, like, cute... Is that cheating? Do I have to only breed with ugly horses? Like, if I take maybe one of the cute stallions that we managed... Like, would breeding with sarcasm be considered cheating? I'm going to say no. I'm just going to say no, and we're going to breed them anyway. Because at the end of the day, we are trying to create cute horses. And I need some leeway. I need a little bit of leeway because we've not been too lucky. But we've had a couple of cute ones. Okay, so Stretch is currently bred. Now we'll do Sarcasm. Could do Lentil. Maybe, ooh, this. I feel like this is cheating because neither of these I would say are ugly. But I want to see this reading anyway. We'll do Iridescent and Sarcasm. Hopefully they don't have any relatives because we're going to end up with a family bush if I keep doing that. So maybe, I'm just going to do it because I feel like I have to honor the title of the video. I can't just start with ugly horses and then just go, oh, I'll just breed the pretty ones now because then I'm clickbaiting and then I'm a terrible YouTuber. So we'll go ahead and we'll try to stick to some of the ugly horses. So Stretch, what have you got for us? Hopefully something cute. Please be something cute, please. No way. No way is there another Cremello. I think the mum has a hidden Cremello gene or something because her babies are cute. Her babies are so cute. This is a mare. Blitz is an adorable name for her. Okay. And I am getting oh, what happened there? She became like grey. Ooh, she was cuter as a baby. But like, who isn't, you know? I think that pattern is kind of okay. But there's something about that colour and that pattern that's drawing more attention to the fact it's an Akhal Teke model. And I don't know how to feel about that. That's crazy. It's a classic black with double cream dilution. Jeans are so cool. I don't understand them well enough. Oh, and it's a high sock Tobiano. Interesting. I don't think we had one of those yet. But honestly, Blitz kind of escaped the ugly allegations. So well done, Blitz. Iridescent, let's see if you can also pull this off. Another Cremello baby. We're getting so many Cremello babies and I'm so happy because it also means if they have an ugly pattern, I don't have to see it. Yay! Okay, this is a very cute, it's another filly. We get seeing loads of mares. So I'll name her Belle because that is an adorable name. And I do see a pattern. She looks exactly like the horse we just bred. No way. Am I going to look at these two horses and they're going to be identical? They're literally the only difference is, where is it? Oh, does it not say? That's crazy. Well, I can tell you anyway. Blitz has the shiny coat gene and Belle doesn't. That is literally the only difference between these two, and maybe like a slight difference in the head marking. That is crazy. So let me have a look at their pedigree. So Ice Lentil, Sarcasm, Stretch, Ice Lentil, Flake, Electron, Iridescent, Sarcasm. So Ice and Lentil, oh, of course it's Sarcasm is the dad, so of course they're gonna have the same grandparents on the dad's side. That's really interesting. Okay, we're getting quite a few Cremello babies. I'm not complaining though. I love me a Cremello baby. Okay, Feast. I don't have high hopes. I do not have high hopes, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to do it anyway. Oh, please be cute. Oh my gosh, that pattern has come to haunt me. Every single horse out of this 4th batch of breeding has had that exact, it almost looks like a bow tie now that I'm looking at it. It is kind of cute, but it has the exact same mirrored coat. It's come to haunt me because I was talking about it earlier, but honestly, This horse is really cute. This is a colt. They look like they're going to be, oh my gosh, what kind of name is Hamster? That is adorable. I used to spell hamster with a P. How silly is that? So here we've got just a bay, I think. I don't know how I describe that bay. It's just a brown horse. It's brown. And it is exactly the same. We got literally 3 different horses with exactly the same pattern, which is crazy. So I suppose maybe there'll be more variety in the comments this time for which is your favorite out of the 4th breeding batch. We have Blitz and Belle, who are exactly the same, except one of them is shiny. And then we have Hamster, who is, let me have a look at the appearance. It's a classic black with a cream dilution, and they just look like a bay. I don't know if there's specifically a name for that type of bay. There probably is, but oh gosh, it's just when they look to the side, they just look like giraffes. They look like giraffes. And this is not a giraffe game. Anyway, moving on. Let's go ahead and pick, who was it? I think we got really lucky with Flake. I feel like he gave us some really pretty foals. So I'm going to go ahead and pick him again. Is that kind of cheating because he's the prettiest out of all of the stallions? Yes. Whatever, it's fine. I just want pretty horses out of my kind of ugly horses. And I don't know. I feel like the build is just giving them such a disadvantage that it requires them to have a very pretty coat to pull off the breed. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of these are, like, look at them. So they really do need a pretty coat to be able to pull off. Let's do Electron and Flake. And I don't know who to do for my last one. Ooh, maybe Blitz? Sure, why not? We'll do Blitz. I'm not keeping track of who's related to who. I probably should be doing that, but I'm not. So let's just hope we don't have any incidents. Okay, on to Frizzy. Let's see who we've got here. Oh, okay. That is actually so cute. I can tell I'm an oracle and I can see into the future. This horse is probably going to look a bit cheesy when it grows up. It's going to have a bit of like a cheesy color to it. But it's kind of cute with the Pharaoh. What kind of name is that? Okay, we're going to name it Pharaoh. But it's kind of cute with the Pinto. See, I told you guys. It's kind of a cheesy color. Not the worst pattern, though. I feel like the pattern has been nerfing a lot of these horses. But that pattern, the coat color could be better. But the pattern kind of saved them. Right, Electron. Let's see who we've got here. Oh, okay. So we've got, I think that's the mums. It looks very much like the mums pattern. It's an okay color for the horse. This is a mare. So nothing like too exciting. Let's name her Harmony. Harmony is a gorgeous name. So is she a gorgeous horse though? She's definitely probably one of the prettier ones. She's nothing to like do a double take at, you know. So far this breeding has been a bit like meh. Maybe Blitz can bring it home because Blitz was quite pretty. So let's see here. Ooh, is that a carbon copy of her mum? I think it might be. That's actually so cute. I'm pretty sure her nose is going to darken, her legs are going to darken, and she's going to look like a carbon copy of her mum, which I'm not complaining about. Snore is a great name, and I was correct. That is exactly the same color as the mum. Honestly, I love the combo. I think that color is just so rich, and it's like a really deep steel gray. And then the pattern's like, it's okay. You know, it's all right. So that was, I believe, our 5th breeding, if I'm not counting wrong. We started off with Pharaoh. Then we had Harmony. Then we had Snore. I will be interested to see which is your favorite, because I feel like this is more of a preference-based thing. Honestly, I think Snore is probably my favorite, but Pharaoh came very close because I was quite impressed with Pharaoh. I thought they're quite cute. So should we do another one? Should we do a cheeky another one? I'm almost tempted to really quickly make, I don't know, just another horse. Oh, I could go into my pasture. Oh, I don't have any horses in the save. Oh, that's so sad. I was going to say I was going to bring horses out of the pasture to try and, like, maybe crossbreed with them, because I don't see myself doing, like, a dedicated video to crossbreeding Akhal Tekes. Maybe I should do, like, an original breeding with, like, all the original horses, like Sheep and Asterisk and Black Eye. Was it Black Ice? I think so. All the original ones. Maybe I can pull a horse out of my custom creation. Maybe Jericho can save them. Maybe Jericho can save them? I don't know, though. Gizmo's cute. Actually, Gizmo is the Sally Francais. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and buy Gizmo. If you don't know, Gizmo is my best friend Queasy's horse. He appears in the Red Dead roleplay videos and in the live streams. So if you like live streams, consider subscribing to the channel and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss when I go live. And he is a gorgeous, gorgeous horse. He's a chunky boy, though. And I'm kind of hoping if I set him as a stud, I'd just be kind of interested to see what we get. Because maybe we'll get a build that's quite cute. I can't guarantee it though, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Don't put too much faith in this. I'm gonna pick like kind of a cute horse so that they have like the best fighting chance of looking kind of cute. Okay, these two, we're gonna try it. We are going to try it. It's gonna be 50% Akhal Teke. Oh, it's 50% thoroughbred. This is my thoroughbred Gizmo, not my Sally Francais Gizmo. Okay, never mind. It's fine. We'll try it with the thoroughbred and see what we get. Oh, I don't know what to expect with this. Okay, well, as a baby, the pattern, yeah, okay, the color, cute. What's really going to be interesting is, am I crazy or is the foal, like, does it have a bigger head? No, right? Because I think all the foals are the same model. But what's actually going to be different is the build of the horse, because it's going to be crossbred between a thoroughbred and Akhal Teke, so hopefully... Oh, I kind of love that. Oh my gosh, wait, I kind of love that. That build is so much better. The Akhal Teke is way too skinny. The thoroughbred, I mean, it does look very lean. It definitely, as a thoroughbred, would probably be considered on the skinnier side. Quite tall, though. It does look quite tall, maybe compared to the regular horse. I mean, actually, I lie. Next to Gizmo, Gizmo looks bigger than Wisdom, I would say. That's really interesting. Wisdom is so pretty. I'm not going to count Wisdom, though, because technically I wasn't breeding with the ugly horses. But now I'm curious. Guys, we're going to go a little bit off script. We're going to do something a little bit crazy, which basically means I'm going to have a look through the stud farm. So they've got a knabstrapper. Like, the knabstrappers are kind of chunky. You know what? No, I know who is the chunkiest. So we're just going to refresh, and I'm going to see. There they are. The quarter horses. The quarter horses, big bum, bigger chest, stockier. Maybe we can get a really interesting mix between the two builds. But I can't guarantee it. Okay, it might come out absolutely atrocious. But let's just see if we can create something cute. So we can't judge it as a foal, apart from the colour, which... kind of cute. It's kind of cute, right? We're not looking at the grade or the stats. Ignore that. That's just not there. We're just here to look at the crossbreed, because the crossbreed is going to be cute, right? I'm going to name it Truth. I guess this is the moment of truth. Let's see. So this is a quarter horse X Akhal Teke. Oh, that's quite interesting. Honestly, am I crazy or does that just look like a thoroughbred? The Akhal Teke crossed with the chunkiest, shortest horse that you can find in the game just looks like a regular thoroughbred. I mean, here's the test. This is Truth, which is the crossbreed between the Akhal Teke and the American Quarter Horse, and this is the thoroughbred. I mean, obviously, Truth, if anything, this has a better neckline, or top line, because the thoroughbreds almost have a divot in their neck because of how they're sort of standing, whereas Truth has a bit more round to their neck. Honestly, I like the build of Truth better, but it still looks sporty. Like, it almost looks a little bit like a sporty pony. I do like that. You know what? I think I've been hating on the Akhal Tekes, and yes, as a standalone breed, but maybe as crossbreeds, they're able to bring just a little pizzazz into the horses. Let's see what else we got. I mean, we've got the Mustang. That is a very chunk horse. I forgot how chunk the Mustang is. Maybe, okay, let's pick... Oh, I kind of don't want to pick the ugly horses, even though that's what this whole video is about. I kind of want to pick one of the, I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'll go with one of the Cremellos. So... we'll see what this is. This is 50% Akhal Teke, 50% Mustang. I'm kind of hoping for something cute. Oh, I accidentally clicked and it gave me the info. Am I crazy? Does that baby look chunky? I feel like I'm placeboing affecting myself, so I'm just not going to look at the way the foal is built. I'm just going to look at it grown up. But that is a super cute coat. I can't lie. It's going to become like a black. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. Low-key, the Akhal Teke crossed with... So far we've done thoroughbred, Mustang, quarter horse, and every single time the foal has served. The foal has served. I mean, this is just a gorgeous look. Oh my goodness, Lollipop is gorgeous. So you can see they have more of like a refined bone structure. I think a lot of these on the like purebred Mustang, the purebred quarter horse, they look a little bit hefty and a little bit chunkier. I mean, obviously Wisdom is still got that kind of skinniness to them, but honestly they look like well-rounded horses with like a little bit of lean on them, you know. They look quite sporty, which I love. Now I'm very interested because I'm like, well, we've got an Arabian. What does an Akhal Teke X Arabian look like? I don't know. I want to find... Here we go. We've got an Arabian here. They do look a little bit funky sometimes. Maybe we can pick... I don't know, Harmony? No, Snore's quite cute. Let's do these two. They do kind of look very similar in their builds, don't they? Maybe we can get something. I'm excited now. I went from like very upset about the breeding to being quite excited because so far we've gotten quite cute coats and I've been loving the builds. This video has taken a 180 turn, but I don't care. I'm having fun and I think that's all that matters. And as people would say, all horses are gorgeous. And as I would say, apart from the Rival Stars Akhal Tekes. But that's fine because we're crossbreeding them now. Oh, okay. So that's the... It just... Oh, hold on. This is growing on me. This just looks like a very tall Arabian. The Arabians are quite short, whereas they've got the lankiness. They've got the lankiness of the Akhal Tekes, which is really kind of boosting their height. They look more refined, I would say. Honestly... So far, I have loved every single Akhal Teke cross, but I've hated every purebred Akhal Teke. I love that. I'm actually obsessed. So we've already done those. Maybe we can do a Sally Francais. There's no Sally Francais here. I'm gonna just refresh. Here we go. We've got a Sally Francais. Interesting pattern there. Let's just go with Feast. Oh, I'm absolutely nerfing this foal by accident. The foal is gonna come out moldy. I just know it. Oh, I can't look. Oh, it's gonna come out moldy. Oh, saved. Absolutely saved by the dad. Okay. This horse is so cute. This horse is so cute. Okay. Let's see what it looks like grown up. Skip to mare. Let's call it... I don't know what a cassock is, but that's their name, I guess. Ooh, let's see. Okay, now that I'm looking at it, the crossbreeds do look a little bit samey. I would say the Sally Francais... is very similar to the... I mean, I'm seeing, like, you can kind of see the rib cage on the Akhal Tekes. You can see more, like, facial definition, a little bit more neck definition. And I guess more of, like, the general shape comes from the other horses. They're a little bit samey when we look at, say, Cassock, Lollipop, Truth, and maybe a little bit of Wisdom. The most standout to me is Day in terms of its build. But honestly, I don't hate the look of them, which I'm quite surprised at. I was sure because honestly, guys, if I'm being honest, the Arabian crossed with the thoroughbred is a big meh for me. I'm not the biggest fan, and I really love both of those breeds as standalones. And it's really funny to me that I really don't like the Akhal Teke, but as I'm breeding it with the other horses, I'm starting to really like it. This pattern... I don't like. Maybe, okay, I'll go with this one. I will just do one more. Did I miss any breeds? I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I guess I didn't do an abstrapper. Did I do an abstrapper? No, because I did the quarters. Okay, let's do an abstrapper. We'll just do a full round of all the different breeds and rival stars. We are getting the Anglo-Arabian next week, which as some people have pointed out, an Anglo-Arabian is just an Arabian crossed with the thoroughbreds. So having like a distinct breed of an Anglo-Arabian doesn't really make sense in a game where you can already crossbreed the Arabian and the thoroughbred, but I don't know. This black color keeps coming up and it is stunning. I also love the pinto pattern on this horse. I have no stables. Oh no, I'm gonna have to sell a horse to make space. Oh no. Okay, Gizmo, I don't need you right now. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'll get you back later in my main save. We do have to see this little mare, though. Wild-Eyed. Ooh, I love that. That's such a cool name. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so she darkened to like a silver, which I wasn't expecting. The build is, as I said, like sort of very similar to because what is this? This is a Sally Francais, this is a Nabstrapper, this is obviously Arabian, Mustang, Quarter Horse, and the Thoroughbred. Honestly, they came out quite nice. I can't lie. I can't lie. Did I go a little bit off kilter with what we were supposed to be breeding? Yeah, just a little bit. But honestly, looking at these Akhal Tekes, I'm just like, oh, you know, I needed something to cleanse my eyes and refresh my eyes. So let me know in the comments what your favorite horse that we bred today was. I would love to hear any breeding video suggestions that you guys have. And if you'd like to get your very own model horse, go ahead and go to pinehavenponies.co.uk. We do ship internationally, so get your very own model horse today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay positive, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!